Good morning, guys. Today we're going to be talking more about place value and also about the value of digits. For our lesson today, you're going to need your place value chart, you're going to need a dry erase marker, and you are going to need something to wipe off your board with. So if you need to pause the recording so that you can grab those items, you are welcome to do that. Okay, so today what I want to do is I want to practice putting some numbers onto this place value chart, and then we're going to talk about what the value of each of those numbers is. So I'm going to write the number, to turn my pen on, 347. Whoops. Okay, 347. So we're going to put each of those digits into the place value chart, and then we're going to figure out the value of each of those digits. So the value all the way to the far right hand side is the ones column. So I'm going to put a 7 here in the ones column. Okay? Then I move over to the left, and that digit is a 4. So that number is going to go into my tens column. And then the digit that's in the far left column of this number is the digit 3. So part of what is a little tricky is the value of digits. So I thought by drawing a picture for us, it would help us to understand what that means. All right. So for the ones, I'm going to draw 7 blue dots. And those blue dots are going to represent the ones. So I can just count up how many dots there are, and that will give me the value of the ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the value of the digit in this place value chart is 7. Okay. Now I'm going to do the tens. It says that I have 4 tens. So I'm going to draw an orange circle. That represents 1 10. That represents another 10. That represents another 10. And finally, that orange dot represents the 4th 10. So now I want to count these, and since these are all tens, let me just do it this way. There. Let's count to see what the value of these tens are. So if we do that by counting by 10. So 10, 20, 30, and 40. So I'm going to write 40 in that section of the place value chart. Now I'm going to draw a picture to represent the hundreds. There. So now I need to count up the hundreds and write the number that tells the value of this digit in this number. So I have 100, 200, and 300. Okay, so the value of the 3 in that number is 300. The value of the 4 in that number 347 is 40. And the value of the 7 is 7. Okay? We're going to move on to the next slide and do another one. Let's write the number 584. 584. Go ahead and write that on your place value chart. Now I'm going to put the digits in the correct place on this chart. So I'm going to put a 4 in the ones column. I'm going to put an 8 in the tens column, and I'm going to put a 5 in the hundreds column. So now I'm going to draw a picture to represent this number just like we did on the previous slide. So I'm going to draw 4 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to tell the value of those ones. So for ones, I'm just counting the ones. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the value of that 4 is 4. Let's take a look at the next one. It says that we have 8 tens. So I'm going to draw a picture to represent 8 tens. Okay, and now I can count those tens. I can count all 8 of those tens and figure out the value of the 8. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So that 8 is worth 80. Now I'm going to do my hundreds. So it says that I have 5 hundreds in this number. So I am going to draw a picture. So I'm going to draw 5 circles with the number 100 written inside. Whoops. There. Sometimes my pen gets a little persnickety and it doesn't want to work. So now we're going to count up these hundreds and we're going to write the value of this 5. So I have 100, 200, 300, 400, and 500. So the value of that 5 in this number is 500. Okay? Let's move on to the next slide. Now we're going to get a little bit, we're going to use a different number. Now we're going to add another column and we're going to add 1000s to our place value chart. So let's say that I have the number 4,273. Okay, so I'm going to put these numbers in the correct column. So my 1, I put a 3 there. I have 7 tens. I have 2 hundreds. And I have 4 thousands. Okay, so that number is 4,273. So now I'm going to draw my picture. So I have 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. When I count those up, I just count 3. So that digit is worth 3. Okay, let's do the next one. It says that I have 7 tens. So now I'm going to draw a picture that represents that. Okay, so now I can count those by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. So the value of the 7 in that number is 70. Okay, now we're going to do hundreds. It says that I have 200, so I'm going to draw 200s, and I'm going to count them. 100, 200. So that 2 is worth 200. And now I have the number 4 in the thousands column. So now I'm going to switch colors again. There. So now I'm going to count my thousands. I have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000. So the value of the 4 in that number is 4,000. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and then I want you to, there will be another video that I will post after this that I would like for you to watch as well. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Bye.